Hello and good evening and welcome to Wednesday night. I'm Leanne Winston and it is that time of the week again. So I hope you've all had a lovely week and I can see a few people coming in and I will say hello to everybody in a moment. So just a reminder, I do ask people to help me spread the love, invite friends and family to join in because you never know who will get that message that is needed. I also ask you for those that do want a reading, please be patient because spirit will draw me to where I need to go. And also, just a reminder, please keep your questions to a direct question rather than a general question. I am happy to do card readings. So if you would like a card, hashtag card, and I will pull a card out of my Inner Soul Guidance Oracle card deck that Deb and I have created. And if you would like to purchase a deck of those, you can certainly get a deck through innersoulguidance.com.au or through my website, leannewinston.com. Now, just a reminder, we do get people in the comments that are scammers, and those people usually are people that will tag you, ask you to DM them or PM them for a free reading. And it is just a reminder that I will never ask you for your credit card details or your credit card details into something unless you are going through my booking, like you are booking a reading with me or booking a workshop. You're still going to have to excuse my voice today. It is still very much, I am still sort of getting over the virus, so and side effects from that. Now, just a reminder, and I think it's a really good time leading from that comment to the need or the importance to nurture ourselves. So many people are going through so many changes with this universal energy. Let me know in the comments, are you feeling this change of energy that we are experiencing lately? So it is pretty heightened at the moment. And I do feel that it is going to go that way for a little while yet. So take note of what's coming up for you. Sit with it. I've got spirit playing in my hair already. Sit with it. Take note of what's coming up and trust in that energy at the moment. It is an amazing time to have such clarity in what it is that you're working towards, because we are all evolving at different speeds at the moment. Some of us will evolve a lot quicker than others, but you will find there is this major shift, and it is really important to acknowledge that shift as you go through that change as well. So let's jump in, pardon me, and say hello to people. Hey, Mum, hope you're feeling better. Vanessa is here. Hey, honey, how you going? We also have Elise here as well. Hey, hun. Caroline is here. Hey, honey. Tasma, hi, hun. I will come back and read your comments very shortly. Tasma has caught my eye. I bought your cards and I love them so much. Been using them so much. Beautiful. Excellent, honey. I love the fact that you are enjoying them. So, and thank you for that lovely feedback. I do appreciate it. Michaela is here. Vanessa, I said hi to. She'd like a card. Carrie Ann is here as well. Joe, hey, honey. Melinda, hi, hun. Julie is also here. How you going, honey? I love your little avatar there. Diane is here as well. Hey, Sarah. How you going, honey? Nicole is here. Beautiful. All right. Excuse me. Bev is here. Hey, honey. What was that? Bev says when we get to me. Oh, okay, I'll come back to questions in a second. Heather, hey, honey. Vicky, hey, gorgeous. How are you, hun? Deborah is here. Hey, hun. Jonah is here. Hey, honey. Carolina said hi to Katia. Hey, hun. Kim's here. Hey, Kim. Kelly, we haven't said hi to Kelly. Hey, honey. Deborah, I think I said hi to Deborah. Nat, hey, gorgeous. How you going? Hope you and the family are well. Carrie, is here. Beautiful. The other Kim is here. Hey, hun. Sandra, hey, gorgeous lady. How you doing? Sending much love. Um, Cheryl's here. Beautiful. And Kim is saying, does my late sister messages for me? We will come to questions very, very shortly. So I am going to play tonight by ear, seeing how I'm going energy-wise and how my voice is holding up. The more I talk, the more I seem to cough still. So we will play that by ear, as I said. All right. So like I was started off talking about is the need to nurture ourselves. And I'd love to know in the comments what it is that you do to nurture yourself when you've exhausted, when you're run down, when things get a little bit too much, or you're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, in that side of it, because we all have different ways that we deal with it. Some people find keeping busy is quite nurturing for themselves, and others, like myself, the last few weeks have had to really slow down and nurture myself to the point of having, daytime sleeps in that sense. But I believe spirit pulls us up for a reason. And for me, usually when I do go down, I go down in a big way and are forced to take that time off. So take a look at what it is you do to nurture yourself. How do you recharge your batteries in that sense? For me, going down the beach, being outside in the sun, the fresh air is a very good way of doing it. And it also helps to ground yourself as well. Hey, Cheryl, I'm not sure if I got to say hello to you, honey. And so I'd love to know how it is that you repower yourself, how you ground in that way. Vanessa's saying, have a cup of tea and put my feet up for 10 to 15 minutes. Beautiful. I love it, honey. It is important to do that. Katie is saying, try to use music as a source of nurturing healing. Perfect, because that helps us to raise our vibrations as well with that music, with the beat of the music, the way it resonates with our souls sort of thing. So Kim's saying playing music. Kim also says, the other Kim also says, I go for Reiki massages. Beautiful. You sound so much better. I am feeling a bit better. It is actually like taking 2-3 steps forward and taking 2 steps back. So it is being a very slow process in that way as well. So excellent. So Debbie says, hi Leanne, keep warm as it's very cold here. Let me know where you are at. You're in hey, you're in Redmark, aren't you? Aren't I seeing you very shortly? I have the blanket on my knees and around my feet. I'm like a little old lady sitting at my desk tonight, and I have the heater blowing above me. So we are certainly starting to feel that cold air coming through. And for me, I'm not a fan of it. Okay. The Ugg boots will be coming out of the closet any day now. All right. I love my Ugg boots. Melinda says walk in nature. Perfect, honey. A great way to nurture yourself and to recharge as well. My mum is saying spending my time sitting and sleeping on my recliner, need energy to heal, to come back. So anybody that is happy to send my mum some healing, please do feel free to do that. I'm sure she's very open to it as well. The funny thing is, as children, we were taught to share and share nicely. And I think I might have shared my virus after the big virus, so to speak, with mum. So unfortunately, mum's been quite unwell this week. So time to nurture you, mum. Okay. Melinda is giving us the praying hands. Beautiful. Yes, Debbie is looking for us to see it. So I need to pack some warm clothes is the idea for tomorrow then. Usually Renmark's a bit warmer than we are. Well, through summer it seems to be. As a lot of you may have guessed, I'm heading off to Renmark on Sunday. I'm in Barmera over the weekend for some downtime and then moving over to Renmark to do clients over in that area. So Carrie Ann saying I use essential oils just lately, and or go out into nature. Beautiful, honey. Well done. And that's the thing. Um, it really is about finding what works for us in that way, because we are all very different. Okay. For me, Julie's saying for me to, massage is a tool for her, and for me, I usually get regular massages, but unfortunately, it helps if I can get my words out. My massage lady has moved to Queensland. And Kerry says, congratulations on your well-awaited car purchase. I was super happy when I saw the update. Love the power of manifestation. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate it. The power of manifestation, the mindset is huge. And if you can find yourself in that alignment and sitting in that energy of whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, as I said, it can be a very, very powerful stuff. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. Cheryl says it's 35 in Darwin. Wow. That is pretty warm. I could do with 25, 32 around that sort of time, that sort of area constantly. For me, as many people probably find, the way these weather changes go, it makes the body ache a little bit more. So wonderful. So before I get in and start answering questions and jump into readings, let's talk about manifestation. Okay. So many people sit in the ideal of wanting to manifest. I'm going to manifest this. I'm going to do that. And things don't go to plan as in the time that they wish. And then it creates that fear, that desperation, that must have. And those energies aren't aligned with the true self of manifestation. Okay. So what we are doing is moving into a negative mindset by moving into that desperation and must have, allowing the frustration to come in. Because manifestation, like everything, is energy based. All right. Love is energy. It has a frequency, and off the top of my head, I think it sits around, is it 580 hertz on the meter gauge type of thing. Manifestation is higher again than that. So it's the same for those that say, I want to manifest money coming into my life. Money is an energy. And if we don't rise or lift our energy to sit in the energy of what it is that we are wanting to manifest, it's never going to happen. Okay. So many people are good at going, I'm going to manifest this. I want my dream home, or I want the man of my dreams, or the job of my dreams type of thing. But they sit in that for a moment, and then they forget about it until that focus comes back to the forefront. And then they do the cycle again and again and again. There really is 5 steps to manifestation. And I think I was going to do this the other week, do up a fact sheet on the 5 steps. And it really is about sitting in the feminine energy and the masculine energy. So the feminine energy is very much the love, the heart space, excuse me. The masculine is more about the structure. So having that 20% structure, and some of you have probably heard me talk about this before, 20% structure, 80% feminine energy, and not move into that desperation, as I said before. It really is about staying focused, determined. I must have, without the going into that desperation or that neediness. Okay. And I always say, manifest big, but don't manifest from greed. All right. Because if you're trying to manifest something that you are going to sit in that greed energy, it's not going to happen. You might get what you want for 5 minutes, but you are likely to fall down from there. All right. Hey, Josh, how you going? Julie says exactly how you manifest something is to make a wish or cast a spell. I wouldn't say cast a spell. Keep that clear clarity of what it is that you want. Know what the heart desires and stay aligned in it. Okay. So for me, with my new car, for a very long time, I was sitting in that desperation. I've got to have it now. I'm, my mum will tell you, I'm very impatient. Okay. But when I did align myself in that energy and I stepped back out of, I guess, a level of ego, it made a difference. So I think. So, by bringing myself into that space where every time I got in my previous car, I was seeing myself drive my new car. I was picturing myself in it all the time, what it felt like, what it'd be like to pull into my driveway in that car. So, and it was that like, it's coming. I just need to let that flow happen. Because the other thing a lot of people do in manifestation is they try to control the old ways, the old structures, the old means come back in. It is really about letting go, going with the flow, and trusting in the universe. The universe will give us what we need. We just need to ask. And sometimes people will ask and they expect straight away. It doesn't always happen like that. Sometimes we need to ask and be patient, and we'll receive the answers that are needed at the right time. So Tash is here, and Joseph is saying good, wonderful. Thank you, honey. So it really is about aligning yourself, truly knowing what it is you want, keeping that clarity in what you want. I mean, the clearest of clearest clarity with it, not going, oh, yeah, I want a new car and it needs to be this, this, and this. And then tomorrow, oh, yeah, I want a new car, but oh, it might be this type of thing. Or, I want that dream job. And you keep changing your mind in what that bigger picture looks like. That is where the universe gets confused and we don't manifest what it actually is that we want. So bring that alignment into it. Bring that balance into it, bring that clarity into it, and breathe through it. And most of all, trust and surrender in the process as well, while you've got that feminine and masculine balance in the alignment that is needed as well. All right. Sandra says, hi, Mrs. Ross. It seems weird you calling her Mrs. Ross. I don't even know the older lady there. Hi, Mrs. Ross. I hope you feel better soon. Hope to see you and soon, Leanne. I look forward to it. Are we going to catch you at the Body, Mind and Spirit, honey, in Expo at Wavell Showgrounds? I think it's the 28th and the 29th of May. So, and that's just another reminder as well, that I'm taking bookings, or you can pre-book for the 28th and 29th of May for the Adelaide Body, Mind and Psychic Expo. Tash says, I went for a job interview today and it's been a long time since I have worked and I really want this job. So I have been doing this. I think, see yourself getting that phone call, honey, or that email saying that congratulations, you are successful. All right. See yourself in that position, doing that work. Live it like you're already doing it. Okay. And that is huge when we can sit in that energy as well. Joseph says, I can't agree more, but when we can, I get into the feminine energy. Beautiful. And it is really important to do that. Yes, Sandra's going to be there. Beautiful. And Mum is looking forward to seeing you there too, honey. All right. Julie says, how far apart between readings is preferred? Now, that's a really good question, hon. That depends on the person. For me, I quite often get asked that by by clients as they're finishing up. And I always go, my answer to that is only you know. All right. Some people can go 6, 12, 8 months, 2 years between readings, or even even longer. You have to excuse my brain fog that I'm still experiencing. Others have stuff going on in their life that may need that little bit more guidance or healing to work through what's going on. So some people might come as often as once a month, once every 2 months, depending on their circumstances. You are the best gauge, honey, to know when it is the best time to have a reading with what's going on in your life at that time. So hopefully I have answered you on that, or I have helped fill that in. I have clients that, how do I put this nicely? It's like they will come for a reading. This is in the past. This isn't so much now, because I have set my boundaries, and occasionally you do come across people like this. It's like they will come for a reading. You will give them the information. They leave, and that information that you've given them will happen. So then they feel they need to come back to get the next part, and then the next part, and the next part. I have had half a dozen clients that I have what I call cut off, and I will say to them when they say, I need a reading now, or I need to book in my next reading, I say to them, ring me in a month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever spirit's drawing me to, and let's have a chat on the phone, or you met through Messenger. And if I feel the time is right, I'm happy to book you in. Because some people hold on to that energy and they live by it. And I don't feel that is living life. So there are times where, they depend on that stuff. They get attached to the constant readings type of thing. So that's where I draw my line and say, let's connect in a month and see where you're at, whether we look at doing it then. All right. Vanessa says, I'm missing someone special. Do you have a message for me? I will get to messages very shortly, honey. I answered that one. How far apart do you prefer readings preferably? Michelle says, will I ever be ready for love again? I get yes, honey. Open your heart up with that. There was another question that caught my eye. It might have been this one, Michelle, were you aware of your gifts at a young age? Yes, honey. For me as a child, Mum and Dad will tell you, I always would sleepwalk. I'd always talk in my sleep. And a lot of that to what I know now is very much connected with spirit, having those conversations with spirit, trying to follow spirit through, brick walls, so to speak, waking up with lumps on your head at times and stuff like that. It wasn't until sort of into my late primary school and high school that I kind of felt like I was a little bit different from others and started to realize not everybody sensed things in the way I did. But it wasn't until my early adulthood that things really start to come ahead. I was actually pregnant with my oldest daughter that is now 22 when I really got that change of spirit and started to see him physically and could talk to him and stuff. Now, in saying that, everybody's intuitive. We are born intuitive. Kids are highly intuitive, but as they grow, we all are conditioned to other people's beliefs, other people's habits, their ways. And a lot of the time people can lose that intuition. Not lose it, cloud it is probably a better way to put it. And it sort of will block it type of thing. And then something might shift in their life. Like for me, I said pregnancy was my thing, and that shifted and opened that up a lot more as well. So always loved this side of stuff, always had a huge imagination. I can remember school teachers telling me that I had a good imagination through my story writing, but it was like I was writing those stories like I was the character in them. I was living it at that time. And I honestly feel now, looking back, all that was my intuition, okay? I channeled a lot without realizing. Okay. All right. So I hope that, pardon me, gives you a little bit more insight. Okay. So Joseph says, how can I get into my feminine energy? All right. Good question. I like it. And I love the fact that you guys are asking questions, because I love to mentor people, and we are in a hugely, helps if I can talk English, hugely, sorry, a hugely in heightened period where so many souls this decade are awakening and stepping more into their intuition. So ask away, sort of thing. I love the fact that you're asking questions, because quite often with the reading side of it, the same people will ask the same questions over and over. Okay. And sometimes it's like people don't or aren't ready to hear that or accept that answer at that time. So I love the way the tempo is changing a bit. Now, let me wet my throat and then I'll get into it. Perfect. So feminine energy is very much the love-based energy. Now, I'm not talking love as in romantic. I'm talking love within, going into the heart space and breathing in and out through that. So what we do when we breathe, and to sit and do a meditation where you actually breathe through your heart space, can be quite powerful. All right. So it's just taking that imagination, taking your focus down into your heart space, breathing out, you're sending out love. And when you breathe in, you're bringing that love back within, and whatever it is you're trying to manifest, whether it's that new car, it's the pile of money, the new house, the new job, the relationship, whatever it is, you see it all coming in. And I call it now the treasure chest, but that's another term that Kerry, I call her the healer for healers, calls it the treasure chest. It's like we fill our treasure chest up with that beautiful gold light, that loving light, and then sort of overflow through our body in that sense. So it's just breathing in that feminine energy through your heart space, sitting in that love energy, the light energy, the loving and light energy, I should say, breathing in and out. For masculine, that's going more into the structure side of stuff. So, the structures to our business, how we've got set everything up, what we use to run it, the structures of our job, our life, whatever it is. Okay. So the more you can sit in that loving energy, you're raising your vibration as well up into that frequency of love. And the more you do it and the more you practice, the more you will find you will sit in that higher level. A big mistake a lot of people make is they will be in that energy, they will sit in it and feel really good, and something amazing may happen. And then all of a sudden they drop out of it. Okay. They go back into that lower vibration energy, the less conscious energy. But the more we can sit in that subconscious, that loving energy, that in heightened energy, the more we attract that level of energy. All right. So if you are somebody that is good at going into that higher loving energy and getting to the point, and I've done it many times before in the past, where I go, I achieved what I want. Slide straight back down into old habits, old ways, lower vibration energy, until then something else frustrates me and I went, pardon me, I want that sort of thing. So it is very much about staying in that higher vibration. All right. Melinda says, yes, the past I have clients who were like this. Yeah. And it is just about helping raise each other, helping support each other. Sometimes we just need to be given the tools that we need to make that change. Okay. Sandra says, I feel I'm really ready for another reading. I have to book in for the 29th. Inbox me, honey, and work out a time. Let me know what time suits you at the moment, because I haven't actually opened my calendar up for that. So you could be first in. All right. Hey, Cindy, how you going? I am doing readings when I get to them, hum. All right. So Cindy's just, and I did see somebody else ask, just because I'm not doing readings at the moment, please feel free to stay around, because you never know through these questions that are being asked what you may get out of it. You may take something from the conversations that helps you in your journey. It isn't always just about getting the answers for what you feel you need at the moment. And I'm not having a go at you, Cindy, either, so I'll take that down. Because, and this is part of that desperation of like what I was talking about with the manifestation side of it. People do go, I need a reading. And I'm going to tell you, over the years, I have had a lot of abusive inboxes after my shows, my lives, going, I asked this question, you didn't answer it, you've got to answer it, that type of thing. Okay. They are energies that I get drawn away from, not to, because they are usually people that are in a victim, and this is going to sound nasty, and I'm saying this with love, more of a victim energy. It's like everything's going wrong in their life. You need to fix it. You need to give me the answers now. And it's not like they're in a position where they're doing the work on themselves, or they are ready to hear what you need to hear. Okay. So it's like going with the flow. Let it surrender. I come on here tonight having no idea what I would needed to talk about. Spirit will guide me. They will tell me. It's the same as I can sit and run a workshop, and then you put me in front of the students in that workshop, and that course changes to their needs. So it is really about learning to go with the flow. All right. Rosalind says, I am finally feeling the alignment in my life after being away on a 6-week road trip. Oh, lucky lady. Adventures help me for clarification I really need and want. I no longer give fear to, let me go. I no longer give fear to all the right men and the possibility of living with the right man. I've learned to really listen to my gut instincts, and my gut instincts has been telling me that John still loves, but he has put up the walls and closed the doors on his heart and told me he doesn't love anyone anymore. Then 19 days later, he messaged me and said he is now open to try the love again. I feel I have the keg to open. I think that's supposed to be key to open his heart again. And that's the thing. People, when other people are involved, they move at their own pace, and we can't push people. And this is where it comes back to what I started this show off about, talking about the need to nurture ourselves. It is really about focusing on us, what our needs are, and sitting more in that energy. Okay, because when we nurture us and we go back within, and I love the fact that Rosie says she's been away for 6 weeks on a road trip. What she has done is taken herself out of that energy that was surrounding her, that has given her the time, the space, and more than likely she's given herself the permission to find that clarity without all the pressures and energies around her that have been impacting her in that previous time as well. So, honey, if you feel the need to go down that pathway with that man, and he is right, only you can make that choice. Okay. But at the same time, we also, and this is just generally, this isn't aimed at Rosie, we need to know what we are going to accept. So, and I'm going to use Rosie as a, excuse me, as a guinea pig here. So sorry, Rosie. So Rosie has in this, and what I'm reading is Rosie has done that journey where she has put herself out. She has opened herself up to this man, and he has pushed her away because he wasn't ready. Now he is ready. More than likely, he's expecting that relationship to take off. All right. Now, I'm not saying it's the wrong thing to do, Rosie. And like I said, only you can make that decision. But is that pattern, and I'm going to put it to you as a question to think about, has that pattern been broken, or are you going to find that you're going to get closer to this gentleman, and then when things get a little bit heavy, is he going to pull away? All right. So sometimes we need to set our boundaries and know what it is we want. And this isn't just in love, this is in everything. We need to know how we're going, excuse me, how we are going to let other people treat us, how we want to be treated. Where does our boundary sit around that side of it? Okay. So, Rosie, I'm going to say trust your intuition. And if it's time to open your heart up, you will, and let it take its course. Hey, Sarah, how you going? And Josh says, my intuition has been clouded with overtired, lack of health routine, and a partner who is mad at me at the worst of times during the nastiest words I've said. Okay. Do you need to take that on? All right. So sometimes in those situations, we need to mirror that energy back. And when I mean mirror it back, I quite often, there's a hair that's driving me nuts there. And I got dye on the inside of my ear. I just noticed. What I quite often tell people is see a mirror between you and that person and the reflective side facing at them. So when they push that unsettled, unwanted, negative energy or whatever it may be towards you, you mirror it back at them. You give them a dose of their own medicine. You don't need to allow that energy to to affect you. Only you can control how that stuff affects you. And by doing simple things like that mirror technique that I just spoke about, it just means you're not taking it on. It doesn't have the effect on you like it would have in the past as well with that. All right. Well, let's jump down and quickly say hi to Jen, and then we may look at some readings. Hey, honey, how you going?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Good. We're having button issues still.
I'm on my phone and I can see both of us.
Yeah, because you're coming through the green room sort of thing. But those watching the replay are only going to see you, or watching live, I should say.
Because usually in the green room on my laptop, I can only see me. Like when we've had problems the past few weeks.
Yeah.
I've only seen me, but on my phone, this is the first time I'm on my phone for ages, and I can see me twice actually, and you,
Okay.
you once.
Let me just push this button. I'm just playing with buttons here, but I only
You like
have
to
one
push
window.
people's buttons, don't you?
I do. Sometimes I do. As long as it doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. Yeah, no, it's really weird because all of a sudden when I put you up, it's put a line through my camera. But if I put me on solo, it comes on sort of thing. Well, let me take yours off. See, last time I tricked it. Let me see if I can do 3. Nope, we've lost us. We'll just put you on. People see enough of me. How's your week been, honey? You look nice and rugged up too.
Yeah, so I am staying somewhere very nice. So living a bougie life for the next few days. I've just been down in the Star, and
I'm jealous.
View is just ridiculous. Like I cannot express to you how nice the view is. Like I get blinded by the sun when it rises, but it's worth it because the view is just so nice.
So, question for you: do we have company?
Do we have what?
Company to join you in the nice view. You had me hoping then.
Did you like how I did that?
You did. I'm like,
oh dear. No, he's out. He's quite busy. It's actually the worst time to see him because he's so stupidly busy in this week that he comes here to Adelaide that I literally see him just asleep. Like he stumbles in at the wee hours of the morning and then he's up again and I'm still in bed. I'm like, all right, bye. So, I don't know. I'm having some thought, and this isn't a question, it's just me thinking out loud, but I'm like, is this how I really want to be treated? Like, look, it's all fun and whatever else, but also there's a little thing like self-respect. I'm like, it's one thing for you to be affectionate when you're like drunk. It's another thing to, you know, almost have disdain for me when you're sober. But I don't think it's that. I think it's that he's, you know, preoccupied with everything that he's got to do and whatever else. Or I could just be making excuses for him. I don't know. But look, it's fun for this week, and then I'll have a bit of a think as to how, if I want to continue. Yeah, I don't know.
That's it. And only you can answer that question.
Sorry?
Only you can answer that question.
I know, and it's really hard because I don't know what I want, because people are like, oh, you know, do you want to be with him? And I'm like, do I? And then people say, oh, it's just a bit of fun. And I'm like, is it?
That's it.
Yeah, it's really hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You'll work it out.
Yeah, it's just super confusing because he is probably the most affectionate person that I've ever been with. But only when he's drunk. And like when he's drunk, it's like he holds on to me like his life depends on it. And I'm like, it's okay, like it's the middle of the night, I'm not gonna run away, like it's fine. But there's a lot of like, the energy is really caring and really affectionate. And then it's like when he wakes up, he's got this like wall, like this mask on again. And I'm just like, what happened there?
Yeah, like back to reality. They always say that the truth comes out when they're drunk.
Yeah. And I think that there's an element of that, but whether, you know, some people have the masks on so tightly that they just can't let it go. Yeah. So, yeah.
And that usually comes back to the conditioning, the expectations, all that sort of side of stuff.
Yeah. So, I don't know. And I also need to not be blinded by that affection and that intimacy, because, you know, it does pretty much only happen when he's drunk, because we haven't had an opportunity to have a chat or anything like that. I don't know. Watch this space. I need to figure stuff out.
That's it. And in time, you'll get the answer, and you will know when you need to. Sort of thing. And sometimes we need to know what we want too, like do that work on ourselves at the same time.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like I feel like I can't have a conversation until I figure out what I want, because what's the purpose of the conversation then? Like it just
it. So what's stopping you from going into that deep space?
He's very surface, unless I force it out of him.
Like, now let's take him out of the picture. What's stopping you from going into that space of knowing what it is you want to then have that conversation?
Because I don't think I really know him. Okay. Like I don't think I really know him well enough to determine whether I want to be with him or not. Like so like in theory, because everybody wants to be wanted, right? And I've said this before. I'm like, I don't understand why he's not in love with me, quite frankly, because it's been long enough. But if he was like that, I get the feeling that I'd probably get freaked out and run away. Like, and I'd be like, oh. So, because I don't know if it's actually what I want or not. So, it's really hard. And I'm thinking, I'm like, no, what I want is like 24 hours with just him. Like, he's not working, I'm not working, there's nobody else, just going to be asking
to the rest of the world. Yeah.
Yeah, and just see, but I don't know how realistic that is. I might put it to him. We'll see.
Yeah. So, do the work on you and watch how the rest will flow.
Yes. Well, it's really hard when you don't know what you want to do. It's the same with the work situation, right? Like, so there's this potential opportunity, which may or may not happen, which I don't know if I want to ask you about that or not, or if I just want to leave it for a little bit. But
it's definitely on the books, I guess.
Okay. All right. Good. Like I don't want to get my hopes up, because I'd be really excited for it and it would be really great. But if that doesn't work out, I can't stay where I am forever because I don't see myself doing that. But then I don't know where I want to go. And so it's hard, but that's a future Jenny problem.
Yeah. Go with the flow, trust in the universe
Yes,
that they got your
yes,
back.
yes, yeah.
I
Look,
get it's on the books. Go
yeah,
on, Trev.
the task at hand at the moment in my current job is incredible. Like, there's so much work to do. The reason I'm on my phone is because my laptop, I'm actually still working, and it's like almost 9:30. I did
Yeah.
sneakily go down to the spa. Um,
Hey, we're all gonna have downtime. I don't
I
blame
know.
you.
I'm like, you can't expect me to work like 12
No.
hours straight.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's a lot of ramblings from me tonight. There's not a lot of questions.
It is all good.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, honey. Well, it's good to see you. I'm pleased you're nurturing yourself as well, finding that balance. It's really important. So,
All right.
good luck
I'll send
with
you that
it.
too.
I
Thank
look forward
you.
to it. Take care,
Okay.
hun.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I love it. Oh, there we go. Now I've got 3 screens. That is funny. See ya, hun. All right, let me turn this one up. Hide that one. Now I have myself. Excellent. Beautiful. All right. Now I do also have Nicole here in the green room. Honey, are you there? If so, would you like to turn your camera on and I will bring you up? So I will just watch that. Okay, so just jumping into some questions. Rosie has put a long question there. I will read that very shortly. Katerina says, can I please have a message from my grandmother, Patsy? She was murdered, please. Oh, honey, my heart goes out to you and sending lots of love and healing because I feel there's still a lot of healing to be done around that. I feel that you feel her energy. She shows you that she is around. So you may find there's times that you will think of her without meaning to. Things will pop into your mind. Please know that is her soul with you as well. But I keep hearing love and pride. All right. So please know that she is very much at peace as well. Okay. The answers will come because I don't feel that you've got all the answers as yet. All right. Vanessa says, my son's 14th birthday is coming up and I should be so excited, but his 13th was last time I saw my dad and passed away since then. And to be honest, sorry, it moved. I'm starting to have trouble with with sorry, it's just jumped off screen with me. Have trouble with this affecting me. I miss him so much and not sure how to deal with this. And then you go on to say, can I say my husband has no idea and has no idea how this is affecting me? So first up, honey, can I please advise you maybe to talk to your husband and open yourself up, because what is happening is you're bottling everything up and you're not actually allowing yourself to grieve your dad's passing in the way that you need to. Okay. Yes, it's your son's birthday, but when you can allow yourself to heal, that excitement will come in around your son. Okay. But I do get that your son, deserves to have that happiness, that excitement around it at the same time. Have you ever thought about maybe talking to a grief counselor or opening up to somebody? Even come and have a reading, whether it was with me or somebody else, because quite often we find a lot of healing will go on in the messages that comes through. You've got to try and stop being so strong for everybody else, okay? Now, I believe there is no right or wrong way in the way that we grieve. It's doing what's right for you. But sometimes we stop ourselves from grieving and we shut ourselves down and we don't talk about it. Okay. Communication is a huge key in a lot of things. And I just get you need to let other people in. You need help with this grief. because it is starting to spiral out of control. All right, honey. Sending you so much love and healing, and wishing your son a beautiful, happy, English would help, happy 14th birthday coming up. Okay, it's okay to feel the grief, the pain that still comes with it. Okay, maybe write Dad a letter. All right, put pen to paper. Put the writing down, like take what's in your head and your heart and write it on the paper to watch how that will help you with the grief process as well. That might be just a tool that may help a little bit as well. All right. Like I said, sending you lots of love and healing energy as well. So, all right, let's bring Nicole up and say hello. Hey, honey. How you going?
Not really working my end. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't
Yes.
see it.
Oh, I've got us in double screen too, so that's good. So can you hear me?
I can hear you. Oh,
Yep.
hello.
Beautiful. How are you, hon?
Yeah,
Good to
same
see
thing.
you.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Hey, I know I'm putting you on the spot, and you may I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I was
Love
drawn
it.
to. So I
Yeah.
was just talking to Vanessa that's got her anniversary coming up of her dad's passing.
Mm-hmm.
You've been through and I'm sure you don't mind me doing this.
No.
You've been through a lot with your dad. And do you have any tips or anything that you use to help yourself through the grief process, like help you grieving?
Wow.
I put you on the spot, I know. And we all do it differently. So
Oh, tips. I don't even know how I actually really got through it, really. Am I still going through it? Have I handled
yes.
it?
Well, in different ways. It different levels we change the way we grieve, the way we deal with things.
So the way it's helped me is I've been having this healing session every month.
Yep, perfect.
So I've been awakening, and that's been helping me. But
yeah, and that's the thing. It's just finding things that work for us. And I quite often say to people, there is no right or wrong way. We all grieve in our own ways. And sometimes we can put a lot of pressure on ourselves with that grief and shut it down. So it's just finding that balance, moment by moment.
But the not ever seeing them again, that is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's so hard. So somehow, and that's why people have been saying to me, like, I'm getting upset now.
Oh, sorry, honey. It's not what you were expecting.
No, I wasn't. I've got all these questions and I'm like, oh, God. Well, yeah. No, I just, people have been saying to me a bit lately that, you know what, it's time to now start getting over that. You've got to start remembering the good times, and I miss him so much.
Yeah. And as much as, yes, it's okay to remember the good times bring the emotion up as well, because they were amazing times.
I just want him here.
Yeah.
Oh, Leanne.
Sorry. Yeah, me and tears with you too, surely. So that's it. So we'll leave it with that.
You know what? The whole thing, I'm sorry it's public, but the whole thing is fucked. Losing parents, everything. I just find life is just shit.
Yeah. It changes everything, because, they are the parent and they were there to protect you. Even though it doesn't matter how old we get.
And I've been having dreams that I lost my dad
and
my mum on the same day in different things. I think it's because I'm coming to, this is all me with my awakening at the moment.
Yeah.
I think I'm coming to an end now with the estate and stuff. I've just been having really weird dreams.
Yeah.
But
that's
do you know
what?
What? Sorry. What
You're right. You go for it.
And just the advice for this person you were saying, I just think you just got to touch, I don't know, just go with the intuition and just go with the ride. I don't know. It's really hard, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. But I think the worst thing to do is shut down. If you lean on something, whether it's a professional or a friend, or let your husband know how you're feeling at that time, they will understand where you're coming from as well.
But the healing's been helping me.
Yeah. That's
And now that
it.
I'm awakening and now I'm seeing all my life. Now that's what I wanted to get off.
Perfect. Yes, go for the questions.
Right, okay.
Thank
Let me
you
get
for that.
right. Good luck to the person. I'm sorry.
To
And I'm
Vanessa.
sorry.
Yeah.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's shit. Sorry, it is.
Yeah.
Right. So my husband.
Yep.
You know about his journey and what's been going on.
Yes.
He's going to kill me because he's out there. I'm going to put an ambulance.
You won't talk so long.
Yeah.
You got an ambulance 4 nights ago? Yeah.
No, I want to. He won't let me. I'm worried about him. And my intuition, something is going on with his lower gut. I don't know if it's kidney stones. It could be his bowel.
I'm more drawn to bowel than kidney.
I don't know if it's blocked bowel or Crohn's or anything. I'm really worried about him. He's got a high temperature tonight.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sensing Crohn's at this stage. Yes, I do feel there is something there, like an infection or irritation that is causing that. So obviously that would come with the temperature sort of side of it as well. My feeling is he's in more pain than he's letting on in that sense. So would I be good right in saying he's good at hiding that from you?
I'll look up. You know my husband.
Yeah.
I'm ready to kill him.
Men in general. What is it with you and stubborn men in your life?
I don't know. I'm drawn to them. And that's what my sister said to me before. Just call an ambulance. I said, you know what? I'll chuck him out the front. No.
That's it. So, and men are hopeless when they're unwell.
He's got a high temperature.
Too.
I think there's an infection. There's something's going on.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely infection for high temperature. I'm not a doctor, sort of thing, in any way, you know that. I do watch it, and I do get the feeling you will get him to the hospital. So he'll give in because, pardon me, my feeling is he's going to deteriorate more before he gets better.
You just burp into it. And he's got massive indigestion too.
I wondered why I was doing that. I think I'm trying to hide it.
This is what's happening. I'm getting all this stuff lately. It's really freaking me out.
And that's where it's hard for us as empaths is we can tune into other people's bodies to feel that. Like you're asking me about your husband's, health.
I know the answer.
Yeah, you know the answer. But the first thing I do is I go into his body to look at what's going on. You said gallbladder. I got no straight away. I was straight away taken to the bowel before you even said it, sort of thing in that sense. So I do feel his white blood cells are out of line too, sort of thing. So to me, whether the white bloods are higher or the red, I want to go white's higher than red, sort of thing in that sense. But it all comes back to infection.
Is that the cancer cells?
No, I think that comes back with infection is the white cells, if I remember correctly. So, and inflammation, white cells get affected.
His stomach has doubled in size. He's like all bloated.
That to me is a warning bell. Get it looked at.
You know what? Whatever. He's on the lounge. Oh, I'm done.
Yeah. And sometimes we've got to get to that point. But, with my husband with COVID and then everything else that went on after that, I kept going, you've got all these remedies, but why aren't you better? And I'm like, I'm much better than you, sort of thing. And then it took him to the point that he had to get frustrated to actually go and see a doctor. Didn't matter how many times I offered to ring up and make the appointment. So we just can't seem to move them until they're ready with that.
Okay, so you don't see any other cancers moving or?
No, not sensing anything in that. I'm not getting warning bells go off, but I do feel it's something he needs to take care of now because it's not going to get better. Whether it's more about having antibiotics or something to boost his system, I feel it's more around that side of it. I get what you said, his temperature sort of thing. So to me, if it keeps going up much more, I think I'd be calling the ambulance and not giving him any say in it.
Well, he's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow afternoon, but because he's not immunised, with the COVID vaccine, they won't see him till tomorrow at 4 o'clock. They've got a non-vaccination clinic. Oh, look, I'm sick of this.
So am I.
I'm vaccinated, but the way he's treated, that's his choice.
Yeah, that's it.
He can't be examinated in the car. And that's what he said. Well, what, they're going to check my stomach in the car?
Yeah. Exactly. It's crazy, isn't it? It's the same with, like my daughter went to the doctors today. Her asthma's playing up. and she had to go into the bug hub just because she's got tightening her chest. And it's like, you don't see the same doctor twice. And then one doctor's saying, yes, you've got asthma, we're giving you this. Oh, no, you haven't got asthma, sort of thing. And it's like going around in circles.
Has she had COVID?
Yes. Well, no, she's had immunisations, but
she got COVID, though?
She didn't actually test positive to COVID when we had it. She came out with a chest infection and her asthma flared up. Like her body was fighting that in that manner rather than going into the positive COVID. So, yeah, same house. She's like, Mum, you're talking about me.
Go you know away. What? Because I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. I've got to bite my tongue.
This creepy head just came around the corner with a big like at me. But yeah, no, she didn't actually test positive, but I swear she had it.
Oh, look, it doesn't all make sense. The whole thing. It doesn't. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that.
No.
All right. Next question. I don't know. I talk about my work all the time, but work, which you've told me a few things that's been going on for a while. Yeah. So change is coming, and I know it is. So next week we've got a big meeting. Next Thursday. I just want to. It's really big at the moment. I just want to know what's going on.
Yeah. Through that meeting is going to have a lot of answers, a lot of clarity will come through. So they're going to set it all out very clearly for everybody is the reference I get. I do feel like it is very positive change in that way. There will be some unsettled people with that energy, but they're people that don't like change with that. I see you stepping up. More pressure, but you can handle it.
I know. So will I be... I know. Why am I asking these questions?
Exactly.
Do you see me in the role that I want to do, like the position that I'm in two different, my department?
Yeah.
Am I going to be doing that department for 4 days?
I see you moving away from that department in time and into another department full time. So there will be a transition process.
In the hospital?
Yeah, in the hospital. It's a big step up.
Oh.
You can cope. You've got this.
Really?
Yep.
Where can I go? I haven't got any uni degrees or nursing degrees.
There's a lot of paperwork involved, is the reference I get with that. So to me, I still feel like it's more admin type work, but it's with more pressure with it. So,
okay. But not in the area that I'm in, you don't see.
I see you stepping away from that area in time. Yeah.
Area. Really?
You can still visit.
You don't see palliative care or anything like that?
No, I got no with that.
Okay.
So, no, not yet, no. There's going to be some real changes.
And this is happening like really soon?
Yeah. To me, there's a time period to it, but it's going to be all laid out for everybody. So everybody has a clear direction of where they're heading and why they're doing what they're doing.
But as of next week with this big meeting, am I still going to be where I am next week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's not going to take form straight away. You will have time to adjust.
Are they the head of the hospital? Are they happy with me? I don't know. I feel that they're not.
I get yes with that.
I don't really talk.
Yeah. Could that be a good thing?
Could
that be a good thing?
Oh, lies can't be bothered sometimes. You just put your head down. All right. Now, I want to ask you a question about this man.
This man?
Yep, in a hat.
Oh, okay.
And a black cape. I've had some healing and everything, and I had some entity clearing the other day because we thought that could be a problem. Okay. And he didn't go, and he's still there, and I've been having really bad dreams and all these weird things, and we feel that he might be a guide for me. I just want to ask.
Tell me a little bit about the dreams. What sort of things are coming up in the dreams, the weird dreams?
So a spider. Okay. So I had a dream just before I had some healing last week. I woke up and I saw this spider above my husband's head. I thought it was real.
Yeah.
I got out of bed and I wasn't sleepwalking because I remember everything to a T. Got up, turned the light on, had spider webs all over me, pulled the bloody rug off, get out of bloody bed, going mental. Oh my God! It was huge. It was like about this big, right? And he went all the way up, you can see, all the way up the bed head. And Mark's like, what the hell are you doing? There's no spider. And then I looked and it had gone and I'm like, oh my God, he's gone behind the bed head. It's got to come up. I can't go back to bed. By the time I got into bed, I was asleep within 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So like when I went to have my healing the next day, she said that was your third eye.
Right.
And that is your clairvoyancy.
Yep,
and that was your clairvoyancy that you saw.
Yeah. Okay. So to you, what would a spider mean for you?
I don't know. Well, she said spiders money.
Okay. I would say look up the spiritual meaning of a spider and read into that sort of thing and see how that sort of resonates with you. But when you're talking about the web and everything, to me, that is something that's holding you back, sort of thing, like the feeling sort of bound type of thing with that side of it. Okay. I don't want to rule out a guide with that side. But when you were describing the clothes he was wearing, I was getting taken back into Pennsylvania, was the word that I was.
That's separate to the spider. That's a separate dream. Yeah.
So 2 different dreams. But and it's really interesting that you're dreaming about spiders, because for me, a lot of the time it was snakes in the bed. I would do the same thing, get up, turn the light on, strip the bed back. Hubby's laying there fast asleep and getting woken up to go, what the hell are you doing?
I've had snakes too, Leanne.
Yeah. I honestly think it's spirit sort of thing. So I got to a stage where I used to tell him nicely to F off sort of thing. I need my sleep. And I'd be the same thing. I would get back into bed and settle back in and be dead to the world in a very short time type of thing. But yeah, it was just a stage that I went through.
Okay. So I think it's just a journey that I'm going through.
Yeah, stuff's shifting. Acknowledge it when it comes up. Let it go.
Not at 3 o'clock in the morning when I've got to go to work. I'm up and I'm turning lights on.
Yeah. And this is where I've learned to set my boundaries with my bedroom at night, that spirit is not allowed in my bedroom at night. They can wait at the door for the sun to come up, then they can communicate with me. So you may need to do something like that.
That's what I'm trying to learn to do.
I used to say it in my head every time I went to bed. I would walk in and get ready to go to bed. I'm like, right, clear the room, everybody out. This is my space. You can wait until the morning. But in saying that, I also, if they wake me up, I give them the time of the night. I will acknowledge them, sort of thing, because if they know if they wake me up at night time, it's urgent. If not,
my husband's changing all the lights.
Yeah, I can see him going up. Yeah, I figured there was somebody else there with you.
He's changing all the lights. Yeah.
Yeah. So I set my intentions with spirit. If it's urgent, they wake me up. If not, they have to respect me and wait until morning to do the communication. So yeah. I my biggest fear was snakes, and it was always snakes in the bed. Sort of thing. Yeah. This all part and parcel of the journey, sorry.
But this is just weird. It was completely weird. And for me to just pull the covers off, it was real.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The snakes were hugely real. And half the time I started to think, well, maybe it was just Paul moving. And I felt that movement.
Is it the third eye? Do you know what I mean? Is it
the third eye openings sort of thing? So when stuff comes up, and I recommend this for anybody, get on Google and Google the spiritual meaning of, because spider doesn't mean spider. They go quite deep within. You know, a snake can be new beginnings, the shedding of the skin sort of thing. Death can mean new beginnings. So birth is new stuff coming type of thing. So sort of thing. I put pen to paper and write stuff down as well, because that's going to help you move that stuff as it's happening too.
But I think my guides are starting to talk to me now, because now I've opened up.
Love it.
And when I see this man with the hat and the thing, I think he's my guide, but then I get scared because I'm not used to this.
Yeah. And that's the thing, the fear takes over. Just breathe through it, speak to him.
Well, I've got a meditation that I need to do.
Yeah,
for
perfect.
guides and angels. So I've got to do that, but I just need time when I'm on my own to.
Yeah, and that's the hardest part, is getting that time, giving yourself the permission for the time and the space as well,
Yeah.
sort of thing. But the more, I recommend people regularly meditate, because we are aligning ourselves in that higher vibration energy when we're doing it. It's amazing when we stay in it.
But Dad's been coming through to me, and I can keep on seeing his face and his old, not the most recent dad, the old dad.
Yeah.
With that face and the moustache and that. But yeah, I see that a lot.
It's funny because quite often they want to be remembered as the younger version, the healthy, happier version.
And that's what I see all the time.
I love it. Yeah. And I love the fact that you're now seeing him and you're feeling him. And that is part of the grief process, moving too, because sometimes when we're deep in that grief, we can't feel him because we are so in depth in our grief type of thing. And when we start to find that bit of peace, I guess is probably the best word I could use with that.
Well, I can hear your husband. Is he okay?
Yeah, it's the cough after the COVID stuff. He's got tonsillitis too.
I've had chest X-rays. I'm still not great.
Oh, you had COVID?
Yeah. So 3-4 weeks ago, but yeah.
You're probably around the time, I think it was the 10th of April we got diagnosed. And
we were before Easter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we were in there for Easter in lockdown. We celebrated Easter with my husband's family last night, Easter and Mother's Day.
I know.
So, and it's just lingering, the tiredness and everything, the cough and...
The long COVID.
Oh, yeah. I said that to somebody today. They went, you got the long COVID. I went, yeah, but, got to do things the hard way. So beautiful. All right, honey. Well, can I leave you with that, please? And good luck with everything.
I'm loving your hair, by the way.
My hair. Oh, thank you. I've only just had it done today.
No, I like it short.
Yeah, actually, one of the girls that used to cut my hair said the same thing. She's just come back from maternity leave. She goes, I'm loving this length. And it accidentally got cut off with a stuff-up haircut type of thing. Yeah, but I'm loving it too.
It was meant to be.
It meant to be. So thank you to that lady. She did me a favour. I love it.
I'm having mine tomorrow. It's been bloody 5 months. Look at my hair.
Oh wow! I don't know how you do it.
Wait.
Within 6 weeks, I get the skunk tail of grey hairs that goes down the middle.
Touch wood. I'm lucky.
Oh, you are very lucky.
That's what my friends say. They always say that's not fair.
Yeah.
But anyway.
The hairdresser told me today it's mainly up there. It's not underneath. And I'm like, yeah, just enough so I can see my skunk tail.
That's funny.
I love it. All right, honey. Will you take care?
Right, you too.
All the best with it.
All right.
Thanks,
see you later.
See ya. Bye. All right, beautiful. Oops, flicking screens there. All right, well, we might leave it there for tonight. I have gone nearly half an hour over. Something I have forgot to mention, and I think it was Jacob was asking. Was it Jacob? I can't see the names. I'll put my camera in camera stand in the way. About his, pardon me, intuition and stuff. Oh, that's not my indigestion. Let it go. That for the month of May being, and I don't normally draw people's attention to this, being my birthday month, and it is a big birthday this year, I have decided that I am running a special for the month of May, where those that wish to sign up and join my Inner Circle membership, my full membership this month, instead of being $297, will save $100. And the coupon code for that is the word birthday until the 31st of May. So you will also not only save $100 in that membership, you will also get a free deck of the Inner Soul Guidance Card. So jump over to my website, leannewinston.com, go into the memberships and you can find the link there. Also, for those that want to learn more about their intuition, I do have my beginners level 1 class online where you can work through those modules inside that. It's a 5-module course. You can work through those modules at your own speed, and it's a whole lot of videos that you can learn and go through, and then we can connect at the end when you are finished. You let me know where you're at when you're finished, and we will book in a time to have a chat about how you work and how we can strengthen that even further as well. And I'm going to put $100 saving on that for the month of May as well. So at the moment it's $680. So if you sign up for the month of November, the month of May, this month being my birthday month, you will save $100 on that as well. And I'm going to put the coupon code on that as birthday as well for that $100 saving. So when you're in the checkout area, you will see a coupon, a little thing that will say coupon code. Put birthday in that and it will give you that $100 off. All right, so take care. If you're in the Renmark area, I think I've still got a couple of bookings left for Monday. I head over there to Renmark on Sunday, finish on Tuesday. We have the Big Body, Mind and Psychic Fair the 28th and 29th of May in Wayville Showgrounds coming up. And I'm sure there's lots of other little things going on that I can't think of at the moment with the brain fog. So please just check out my website, my Facebook page, Leanne Winston Psychic Medium. And I'm just going to split the deck of cards in front of me and pull a card. And the card that has come out, and this is for everybody, a general reading, is the Scorpion card. Okay, so it says that your words can sting. Watch your tongue and choose your words carefully, all right, or wisely. So be careful of what you say, how you react, how you act to actions at the moment, because everything is very heightened at the moment. So take a breath, take a moment, think before you speak or before you react, and you will find that will flow through. It's really important not to get pulled into that heightened energy at the moment as well. So just breathe through it. Take time for you, nurture yourself, and you will see things will move through quite quickly. All right, beautiful souls, I'm going to leave you with that. Keep an eye out for Friday night. Roz will be live. I'm not sure if I'm jumping in on Friday night, just depending on how I'm traveling to Barmera time-wise. So just jump over, say hi to Roz if I'm not there. Join in. If not, I will be back. Don't forget to check out my membership. And if you'd like to make a booking with me, leannewinston.com/services will give you my booking calendar as well. All right, take care, and I will talk to you all very soon. Much love. Bye.